Hello, I'm Oliver from the YouTube channel Ductronic. In this first video, I will show and explain my ROM expansion, which is designed for the typical EPROM drum machines from the early 80s. A few years ago, I bought an Oberheim DXa in the used section of a music store, one of the last DX models with an extended cymbal section and factory MIDI ports. After that, I downloaded sounds from the internet, bought suitable EPROMs and burned the sounds onto them to get a bigger sound selection for the DX. But constantly swapping EPROMs was a bit annoying, so I developed a small adapter board for a larger EPROM that could hold multiple sounds. In short, several sounds are burned onto the EPROM back to back. Extra address lines pick which one plays. With an encoding rotary switch, you can then choose between 16 different sounds. At first, I found that pretty handy, but to switch sounds, I had to open the DX every time and know exactly where each sound was stored, since the positions weren't labeled. So I thought a small microcontroller with a display should take over the control, ideally for all the instruments at once. I choose an STM32 or Blue Pill board, because it has enough power, is very cheap, comes pre-assembled and can be quickly swapped out if needed. I designed the case in a CAD program and printed it on a 3D printer. Next, I sourced matching components like rotary encoders and an OLED display. I designed the circuit boards using suitable software and had them manufactured. My top priority, then and now, is not to make any mechanical changes to a vintage gear, so the original condition can always be restored. After developing the software for the ROM expansion, I picked out suitable sounds from the internet. Many of the sounds show up twice under different names, and some I find fairly unusable. But hey, that's just a matter of taste. Later there will be a demo video showing the current sounds, and I'm always happy to hear about new sounds or tips. Once the EPROMs were burned for each instrument, the adapter boards were connected via data cable, and the control panel was hooked up to the core board. The ROM expansion for my Oberheim DXa was finally done. To get the control panel cable through to the core board, I desoldered the memory protect switch from the board. I don't need it, and it was the easiest way for me without having to drill anything. Since the MIDI functions on the DXa are printed on the top of the case, I positioned the control panel so nothing gets covered. On the older DX, the control panel sits in the middle, as you will see in another video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.